Solving proportions with number chips. This is the New Year's version. All of the instructions are on slide 2. Students are going to start on slide 3. So they're going to be creating equivalent ratios or equivalent fractions, and they're going to be moving these number chips. Now, every slide has all of the numbers they need, so that gives that students a little bit of a boost if they're struggling. And they're going to move these number chips into the correct place to create these equivalent fractions or equivalent ratios. The letters underneath will be used on the very last slide to solve a riddle. So for the first one, we know that we multiply 3 times 4 to get 12. So what number would they multiply times 4 to get 16? That would be the number 4. So they just click and hold on the edge of the circle, click and hold, and then they can move it where they need to. So divided by 5, that would make this a 7. And again, they'll use every single number chip. So if they get down to the last one and the number doesn't work, they need to go back and check and find their error. So the first 2 slides are just using scaling up and scaling down to find the equivalents. And then they're going to be using means and extremes. So for these, you may point out to the students that the numbers that are across from each other, diagonal across from each other, if they multiply them times each other, here they will get 8 times 5 is 40, which means in diagonal in the other direction multiplied will also equal 40. So 20 times 2, that would make this a 2. Here, 4 times 9 is 36, so 12 times what number is 36? So means and extremes on a couple of slides. Then they're going to be looking at proportional tables. Are these tables proportional? What do we do to the x value to get the y value? Here we multiply times 5. So that means every single one of these x values you multiply times 5 to get the y value. So it is a proportional table. So you're going to click on yes, come up here to the fill color feature. They can choose any color they like to highlight that this is the answer. They've got another table here on that same slide and then 2 more tables on the next slide. Now, when they get to the final slide, they're going to be going back to the previous slides. They're going to find each one of these colored number chips. When they find them, they're going to move them to the side and there'll be a letter underneath. And that's the letter they're going to type in. And it will solve the riddle. Why should people never eat on New Year's Eve? What should people never eat on New Year's Eve? Okay, and that is Solving Proportions with Number Chips, the New Year's version.